Greetings, Earth people. Today's 2 minutes a date will be how to create creatures like me. And me.
And me.
Yes, 2 minutes a date, how to make an alien. I'm going to go through this fairly quickly, but there's a more detailed version of this in the student projects part of our website. So just very quickly, how to create an alien, a fun little project that you can see some of my classes have been getting into and having a good time with it. The best thing to do is to start with a photo that's taken against a blue screen. Now, I've got a few of these in the collaboration drive. So all I did was put the kids up against a blue screen. There was one leaning against the wall, that's our old blue screen, and took a photo. And he's got a nice plain blue background which we're going to take out because the alien head thing works better if the background isn't subject to the same distortions. I'm going to go through this quickly. You can follow it step by step on the slow version that the kids are going to use. Take a photo of a student against a plain coloured background, and you can key that out using the magic wand. So here's the magic wand. I've set the magic wand to 95, which is kind of what I need to do. There's a few ways of doing the next step. I'm going to show you one, but this is by no means the only way. Take the selection and invert the selection, so now you've actually selected the foreground. Create a new layer via copy, and I can switch off the background layer, and you can see that I've now got a pretty clean copy. I'm not going to worry about this stuff down there. I can get rid of that by just moving the picture and then resizing it. If I played around with the magic wand settings, I could probably eliminate all of this blue, but in the end it isn't going to matter because of what we're going to do to the picture. Make sure that the foreground layer is selected. Then you're going to go into Filter, Distort and Liquify. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so I get mainly the face, and I'm going to pull down and use these sliders here and these controls to do the distortion. I've gone in a bit too far. Yeah, I might just stay at the original. I'm going to do a quick job making him look like the famous Whitney Strieber kind of Close Encounters type alien. So you've got these tools that do various distortions. First I'm going to use this Enlarge Tool to enlarge the head. Slide the brush size up to a pretty high value, and I can start to improve that or enlarge the head size like that. This one directly above it is the opposite. You can shrink it down and you can already see the sort of effect I'm getting. This one that looks like a finger is a kind of pull goo kind of tool, and I can reduce my brush size and give him the Vulcan ears. That's what it concocted. Go back to the Enlarge tool to work on the eyes. And I've pretty much done it. That's all that you need to do. When you're doing with kids, let them just experiment. Let them just have fun with it. Might just make the head a bit bigger and elongate it with the smudger. And there you go. And it's alien enough and eyes, alienized enough, I should say. I'll click on OK. And now I'm just going to drop in a background. And over here you've got a Content tab. This is just built right in, and there's a whole bunch of different things you could use as a background, and you just scroll through to find one that seems suitable. I'll just use this for no particular reason. And last but not least, you can manipulate the colours. So I'll use the foreground first. I've selected the foreground, and I'm holding down the Control key and pressing U, which is the shortcut to the hue, saturation and lightness. And the hue provides an instant colour change. The saturation is the amount of colour, and the kids have been sliding it right up to give it a kind of weird shimmery electro-alien look. And lightness is obviously up and down. And yeah, it's easy. Yeah, that looks pretty interesting. I like the green. Okay, and I might do something similar to the background, just to give it a bit of a stylistic match. And purple, charming. And there you go, there's a quick alien project for you. And it's just a few minutes, and once again I'll go through these steps in the kid version of this project step by step, and kids can play the video and follow along. Thanks for listening.